First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now. Appreciate you all joining us. We're broadcasting live here from the Fox 12 Oregon News headquarters, and this is our digital desk. We get to talk about a lot of different things with this desk, so thanks for being a part of it. Right now, though, we're talking about something pretty cool, and that is education about data science. What does that mean? We're talking about a lot of things when it comes to that. It encompasses so many different things, but there was a senior at Westview High School and his friends who noticed that there was kind of a lack of education for people, especially underserved youth, when it came to learning about, say, quantum computing or AI or data science, all of those things. And so they decided to create a nonprofit that actually covered that and take care of it themselves. That's some initiative right there. And we're joined now by them. We've got a group here with us. I know, Ojas, I'm going to have you go ahead and introduce everyone because you're who I've been talking to about this. Just to, I guess, give everyone a quick introduction and then tell me why and how you started this group.
All right, that sounds excellent. So my name is Ojas Nimse, and I'm a senior at Westview High School. And I'm the founder of this organization, and these are my co-founders, Nikhil Nayak from Central High School, and Dion Kapoor from Westview High School. And the reason I started this nonprofit, it was in 10th grade, and my parents reached out to me because a lot of family friends and cousins, they really wanted some resources that would help them learn about programming and data science that were free and also really accessible. And that was really hard for them to find. So they reached out to me, and I started a nonprofit in 10th grade. This also resulted in me starting a club at Westview High School to have a bigger audience. And then I also got Nikhil and Dion involved because they had prior experience in teaching these type of classes, and I felt like it would be a good fit.
Well, I think that's some pretty incredible initiative. So what draws you, I guess, to data science to begin with, and for all three of you?
Yeah, of course. Great question. So really, we were just interested in, one thing we noticed is that data science programming, all of these concepts like AI, you've probably heard a lot about that in the news. It's pretty much in every job now. Even if you're in a STEM, like a science-focused or a non-science focused job, someone in your organization is probably using AI, and it's more than likely it's you. So we were just interested in giving an introduction to these younger students to all these important concepts, because we realized we don't have to teach them everything. We just have to get them interested in it. And a lot of these students, especially in Central Oregon, outside of Portland, don't have as much access to things like these free classes, classes that we were able to join when we were in middle school. So we just wanted to be able to cover all of Oregon, and we are able to teach anyone that has a computer and has an internet connection. And we're just trying to make sure everyone in Oregon has this same programming background that we were able to have.
I think that's some really great foresight, because you're right, AI is incorporated in so much right now. It's only going to be more and more and more. Really, there's hardly going to be probably anything that you can do that won't have some amount of AI brought into that in some way. So helping those students out. So let's talk about these classes. How did you go about forming a nonprofit and classes to help teach these students?
Yeah, so that's another really good question. So we started super informal. We were just teaching family, friends, and cousins, and that wasn't that hard, right? Because we kind of knew each other. But then as we evolved, we try to, first of all, make our classes online so that it would be accessible to literally anyone, anyone in the world. And we also made them free because, you can't charge for these type of classes. And we just wanted to, make sure the knowledge was spread as accessible as possible. And we kind of just moved past that. We started doing some marketing where we would reach out to, students in our own high school and have, next door posts and stuff like that. So we kind of evolved from there.
Yeah, to add on to Ojas, we decided to put our classes online because that would make it more accessible to a wide range of people. So they wouldn't have to drive to one place, if they were unable to, or if they had, something obstructing them from doing that. So we decided to make it online so that, like Nikhil said earlier, that it would be accessible to everyone with the internet connection and a computer.
And that's great to have that understanding too, that a lot of people, may not have the same internet access that you could have here in the Portland, Oregon area. You mentioned Central Oregon and even other more rural parts of Oregon. So being able to get access to some of those classes is huge. What's the feedback been since you launched these classes?
Our feedback has been great. We've had a wide range of students from different backgrounds, and all in all they've enjoyed the courses. And we've asked for feedback many times, and it's been overall positive. They're learning a lot, and we plan to launch more sessions based on the feedback that we've received from previous sessions, from what the students have said. So we're looking to continue doing more of the same thing.
And then also something else I would like to add on to that is that they've also talked about how maybe like they might be more personalized attention and like more just more like personalized like attention. And that's actually why we're expanding to get more tutors and just bring more people onto our team so that we can allow for that personal connection between the students. And some students, they might be struggling in certain areas, and our tutors can step in and help them guide them through that.
Well, and let me ask you this, because you're looking for more tutors as well. I'm sure you're very busy, you guys have a lot going on, I'm sure. So what is it that draws you to this, that makes you want to help out and spend all this time on helping out these other kids?
Yeah, of course. Well, I think the main thing is that when we looked in like science fairs and other competitions, it was mostly students from our high school, Sunset High School and Westview High School, and that just didn't really feel right. I mean, these are like skills that if you build, you can have these for the rest of your life, whether it's just like a hobby project you work on or if it's something that you actually do in your job. So we were just focused on just, even if we're not teaching like a full course, if it's not like a full college degree in computer science, we just need to get students interested and be able to, on their own, explore more topics. So it's just getting that initial spark and helping them show that this isn't something that's impossible. We'll help you like learn, and then you can keep going on. And in like our emails, you can come ask us questions and get more support if you need.
Also to add on to that, like only 6% of American high school students take computer science classes, let alone data science or AI. And that's super distressing considering the current trajectory and growth of AI. So we really want to help bridge that gap and help produce a workforce in the future that can take on these responsibilities and help push our like innovation ecosystem forward.
That's great, both of those. Getting exposure, letting them understand that it's not something impossible. There is a way to learn this, and I think figuring it out. From what I was reading, from what you did, making it a little bit more accessible as far as this isn't overwhelming. Here's how you start off, and to be able to ask you guys questions, if they have questions about some of that. That's a really great way to start off with it. So where do you see this going from now? I mean, it's obviously successful. You have this great feedback. You've got all these courses online. How do you plan to take this forward?
Yeah, of course. Well, the first thing we want to do is just expand, go across not only our city, not only Oregon. And the thing about these Zoom meetings, you can join from effectively anywhere. You don't just have to be in Oregon. You could join, for example, when we're teaching some of our relatives, you can join from India. It's like limitless, and we can have as many students in like all these Zoom meetings and support them all. So that's the first thing we want to do, just get this out there that, hey, we're doing this. If you guys are interested, feel free to stop by for a lesson or just ask some questions. And additionally, we want to also find some more courses that just get students interested. Maybe something like AI that also helps them learn about like important topics about like biology, or learning how to make AI models for like video games and things like that.
Yeah, like Nicholas said, our next steps, they include expanding what we have currently into different areas. So right now we're looking at places in Canada, on the east, like Toronto. We're looking at California. We're looking at basically places where there's a wide range of demographics and a lot of people that are looking to, educate themselves on AI, since it's like such a big thing right now. And in the future, it's only going to get bigger.
Also, like one thing that we're doing. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. We've already started this in the process. We're creating like an online repository of like all our lectures. So literally anyone, even if they don't want to do the course, they can like dip their toes in the water and just watch like some of our pre-recorded lectures and learn about these huge in-demand skills. And we're going to continue building that with like AI and data science.
That's great. So this is something anybody can access, and like you mentioned before, it's a nonprofit. These aren't charged; they're free. for Northwest Data Science Collective that you can go there and watch these videos. What is a message that you would have to maybe some of these students out there who are underserved, haven't really been exposed to it? How would you encourage them to take maybe your first introductory class?
Yeah, so I mean, I think the main thing is that just to know that it's not impossible. Once you get started on these, it's not as like daunting as it initially seems. And having that first push, being able to like even come in and join a class, that's kind of hard to do. It might be a little bit like you might feel like you're out of place if you've never taken a class like this. But just know that there's a lot of other students that are excited to learn, excited to work with you and help you. And then there's students like us who are also willing to help. So there's just a community here to help you.
That's great, and you guys are there to help them out to get them into that. So what's actually I've got two questions. One, I did have to ask you about this. So you've already written a book, introduction for quantum computing. Tell me about that, because that's kind of an impressive feat to already have a book out there.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's super related to this, but basically, the reason I started writing that book is that I actually got an internship with a professor, a quantum computing professor, in their lab. And the reason I got an internship was actually the skills that I learned, like programming, data science, etc. And there I saw that it was similar to data science, where like a lot of students, they were intimidated by quantum computing. It was really hard for them to understand. And like when we onboard new lab mates that are like younger in middle school and high school, they were super confused by that. And a lot of the existing myths or textbooks is really hard to understand. Like I'm gonna be honest, they use a lot of like, theoretical stuff that is super unneeded to like create like a base understanding. So that's why I decided to publish a book that would make it more accessible to students to like get into quantum computing. And I've helped distribute this book to like my lab, for example, and like high school throughout it. And that's something I
Nice. Well, so what's next for the three of you? And where are you heading after this?
Well, Otis and I are about to head to college soon. We're applying, getting all of that done. But our goal for the Northwest Data Science Collective is that even once we're out of high school, we can still help contribute to this. And we also want to make sure that at some point we won't be able to contribute as much time as we can now, that the next, the younger like grades, once they're ready, they can take this on. And that it isn't just something that you have to teach through Northwest Data Science Collective. You can go help your community and teach them, even if you're not working with us or if you're not like specifically teaching them these AI concepts.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason we're looking for, more tutors and more people to help us out so that we can leave a lasting impact, on our local area. And not only that, just in the world, just helping people learn about data science and artificial intelligence.
So for those out there who want to take the classes, but then also who may be interested in joining for tutoring, what is the best place for them to go to?
All right. So on our website, we already have like a form they can fill out to join the AI semester, which is what we're holding in September. And it's super cool because like a lot of the capstone projects, we have like a project for like detecting breast cancer, another one for like predicting house prices, and one more for like predicting who will survive the Titanic. So these are some like really cool capstone projects you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn how to do that through AI. So they can sign up on our website. We're gonna have a link there, and then we're also gonna add like another link to just join our mailing list. Just stay up to date with the emails we're sending out, with the activities we have going on, and yeah, just through the website basically.
Well, I mean, I think it's really, really cool that you've started this, and clearly you're thinking ahead there so that somebody else can be taking over even when you go down the line and start into other things, and help everybody out. I mean, bottom line, are you guys having fun doing this?
Yeah, it's a great experience for sure. Nice.
Well, I appreciate all three of you being here on the show today, talking about it. Seriously, congratulations on the success so far. You two are heading off to college. I'm sure everything's going to be in good hands afterward. And thanks for being here with me and talking about this. Really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to reach out to more people. Really
Absolutely. Absolutely. Congrats, guys. And for everybody who's watching right now, too, for Fox 12 Now, appreciate you joining us. We will put up the link there to join them and help them out if you're looking to tutor or maybe looking to take some classes. And I'm telling you, they're really impressive. I was actually watching some of them before we went on air, and they're all up there free for you to check out. And thanks for being a part here of Fox 12 Now. We broadcast live here every weekday, 1 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to be back at 1:30 p.m., though, so whatever time that is, 10 minutes or so. I'll be right back on whatever platform you're watching because I'm going to be talking about a movie that was filmed here in Oregon that's out today that you can stream. It's called Summoning the Spirit, and Bigfoot's involved. You will definitely want to check that out. So I've got the director and the lead actress who's going to be joining me here in just a few. So that's coming up. So come right back to whatever platform you're on, whether that's our social media channels, our website, our apps. All of those are available. And I will talk to you then. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.